Hello happy gardeners, welcome back to Stinky Ditch Nursery. We've got Katie on camera. Say hello Katie.
Hello.
And today we're doing the chillies again. It's that time of year again. We're in the first week of December in the Northern Hemisphere in the UK. That means that in 3 weeks we'll have the longest day of the year, the shortest day of the year, the longest night of the year, and daylight will start getting greater each day. Plants know this, trees know this. In 3 weeks, it's all going to start happening again. We come to the end of the season, we're going into a new season, and we can get our chillies on the go. I usually do this in December. I keep them inside. You cannot let your chillies get cold because they don't like it. You've got to have them on the sunniest windowsill you've got. And what we're going to do is we're going to use a chilli from a plant that was grown last year that someone gave me. And we're also going to use 3 different shop-bought chillies that were just bought, in these little things. And you can use the seeds out of these. Or you can buy a packet of chilli seeds. It's up to you. Anyway, I did a little video showing you how to dry out your chillies. And I've threaded a few on there. Now imagine, you've got chillies from a whole plant going up here. It is the most beautiful thing to have hanging in your kitchen. They'll dry out, you can turn them into chilli powder. But I did forget to do this. Look, Katie, spin in. Once you've threaded all your chillies on there, and you've got your needle and thread at the end like that, you just tie a knot in it, like this. I should have my glasses on for this. Tie a knot in it like that, and then just cut off the needle bit. And we can keep the needle, and be very careful with it. Katie got one of these in her knee once. Can you remember that, Katie? Knelt on a needle. I had to go to hospital. Anyway, that was after my sister and her decided the best way to get her across the garden was in a child's pram. They got stuck halfway through and had to have assistance. Sorry, it was a horrible thing. She had a needle in her knee. Anyway, so there we go. And now you've got a lovely little hook. You can just hang that anywhere you like in your kitchen. Make sure it's out of the steam. Shady sort of place, but nice and dry. Nice next to a window that's north facing or something. So you've got a bit of a breeze going through there. And they'll dry out and you can use them. Anyway, what we're going to do now is we are going to plant the next generation for next year. So Katie, if you'd like to spin in. Here we have our chilli from this plant, and all you have to do is just sort of rip it open, and do not rub your eyes or wear gloves or something like that when you're doing this, because these seeds really do have a little bit of a kick to them. And there we are, we've got some seeds there. Now I should ideally let those dry out for a day or two, but I'm not going to do it now for the purpose of the video, but imagine that I dried them out. And we're also going to use a few, let me scrape a few more out of these shop-bought ones, and we're going to see how they work. So I've got a little thin green chilli. It just came from a mixed packet of chillies there. Got a thin one there. I think that's a jalapeno. I'm not sure. And we've got a bell pepper there, which, again, I'm not sure what it is. I think, but there we are. So I'm going to cut into that, and we're going to have a look at what the seeds look like. Look at that. Look at all those lovely seeds. And these will grow. These will grow. You do not need to go to the effort of buying a packet of seeds if you want to grow chillies. You just get them out of the things. Probably going to get into trouble with seed selling companies here. So there we are. We've got a few of those seeds there. These are the bell pepper ones. All right. And let's have a look at this jalapeno. Chop him open down the middle like that. Open him up. And got any seeds in here, Katie? Or is this not ripe enough? Oh yeah, there we go. A few seeds at the top. They don't look fully ripe, but we'll give them a go anyway. This is the joy of gardening. Just give it a go and see if it'll grow. There we are. Do you like my catchphrase, Katie? There we are, one of those. And then let's have a look in this green one, see what we've got going on. Snip them open, and again, loads of lovely seeds there. They look a little bit fresh, but we'll give them a go, see if they work or not. We're not sure. There we are. And if they don't work, you haven't really lost anything, really, have you? And it's something to do, and it's something to fill up a Sunday afternoon. There we are. Right, so I'm going to plant these in. Oh, that's making me sweat a little bit already. I have got this thing with chilli though, it does make me sweat. I'm going to put those in a seed mix. Now you can buy yourself a seed mix from the garden centre, etc., or you can make your own. You can use your own topsoil out of your garden, mix it with a bit of gritty sand. Casey shows the gritty sand. Or you can use just some multi-purpose compost that you get from the supermarket, or the garden centre, get something that's peat-free, and put about 1/3 gritty sand with it. And then give it a good sieve with a fine sieve. I've tried it with a colander from the kitchen. It doesn't really work. So go and get yourself a sieve. They're worth it. Then we get this nice fine, look at it, Kate. Oh, look at that, it's gorgeous. We get this nice fine sort of soil to plant our seeds in. Have good contact with with the compost around them. And I'm going to pot them in a little pot like this. If you ever get pots like this, never throw them away. Never ever throw them away. Just use them again and again and again and again. When I sell my plants online, I take the pot away and I use it again. Everyone gets their plants bare rooted. This is a way of using plastic in a way that's sustainable-ish. I don't know. But there we are. Anyway, let's get off the plastic issue. So we're going to fill it up like that. There you are, get you spinning. And I'm also going to put some more into a supermarket thing like this. We're recycling again. So I'm just going to use it has no drainage at the moment. We want to give it drainage. I'm just going to use a bit of bamboo and just sort of poke it through on the soil like this. So we can make some lovely drainage holes there so our pot does not get waterlogged. I should put a few more in there. And there we go. And then we fill that one up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to water these prior to sowing the seeds. This prevents the seeds from floating around and going all over the place, and we know where they are. So there we are. Filled that up like that. I'm going to pop it on the floor. Katie, if you'd like to show the people and the pot as well. Put it on the floor. And then we give them a bit of a soak now. So hopefully I don't turn this on too too fast and blow all the compost out. And there we are, and you can see it's draining through nicely because we've got a good amount of sand in there to give good drainage. There we go. So I'll put them back up here. Right, now I'm going to get the seeds from. Now imagine I've dried these out. I'm going to get, but we'll see if they work anyway. I'm going to get the seeds from the chilli that was grown last year, one that Christine gave me, and I'm just going to sprinkle those in there and give them a bit of a dot about. You don't want them all next to each other because then they're a nightmare to pick apart afterwards. That will do. Just a few in there like that. And then in here, I've got 3 types of seeds. I've got these ones from the green one, so I'm going to get a few of those and put them in a bit of a line across here. Like that. Making sure they're a little bit apart. I don't know if they work. They look a bit too ripe, but this is it. Just have a go. Why not? Have a go. See if it works. So we've got a few more there, and then I've got some from the bell pepper going across here also. Like I said, dry these out first. I'm just doing this so we can speed the video up a little bit. There we are. And now I'm going to cover them with a little bit of soil. Very little. Like that. You know, just so it covers the seeds. Ideally, you want to be covering a seed 3 times the size of the seed. So a depth of 3 times the size of the seed. Ideally. But there we are. All right. So cover those up like that. It's already been watered. Give that a little bit of a shake. And then we label it. So you have to label them. I've put on here, let me put my glasses on because I can't read it. So we've got some chillies from the shop. I'm going to pop that in there. And I am going to stick a couple of little bits of bamboo in there to indicate that I've put 3 lines. Like that. A little bit more on top. Okay? And this one here, which was the chilli that was from these ones here, I'm just going to stick that in there. Like that. There we go. Now I'm going to pop those on the sunniest windowsill I've got at home. You don't want your chillies to get cold. You want them to be hot. They like it hot or warmish, and lots and lots of sunlight. They should start sprouting at about. Some people outside. They should start sprouting at about 4 to 6 weeks, something like that, and we'll have lovely chillies early for next year. This is the thing with gardening. You've always got to plan a few months ahead to be able to, get your things going. Anyway, it's been Robbie Phoenix down at Stinky Ditch Nursery, showing you once again, we do this every year, how to get your chillies on the go so you have a good crop for 2022. Katie, what's happened? How did we get there? Thank you for watching.